Yeah, I just thought that should um I should do this because I don't know how many people will be honest about this because there are a lot of people out there that are Evil Dead fans and whatnot, and they will say, "Yeah, yeah, the movie's good. The movie's really good. You need to see it." Just because they want to stick, and a lot of them will do this just because they want to stick with the fan base and whatnot of the series of Evil Dead. Now I'm a fan of Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell is one hell of a good, not just the Evil Dead series, but Bruce Campbell is a good actor, plain and simple. Um, but the new Evil Dead Rises, if I would have knew what I know now about the movie, I wouldn't even have bothered with it. But the only reason I did bother with it was because I believed it was going to be good because I'm a fan of Evil Dead. Now, see, there you go. I love my fandism opinion of the Evil Dead movies because I love the Evil Dead series. Overshadow my personality, or what you want to call it. And the truth is, the movie is, if I had to give it a score, I would give it a two, maybe a one. If I had to give it any star, if I was asked to give it any stars, I would give it half of a star. Um, the movie starts off pretty good and everything, so you think the rest of the movie, well, it's just gonna get better. No, it doesn't. In fact, it gets boring. That's right, the movie is boring. I found myself dozing, trying to watch the movie, found myself dozing a little, and to keep myself awake, I turned to my Nintendo Switch, and I ended up paying more attention to my Switch than I did the damn movie, because the movie is boring. It's not it's not a original concept. It doesn't have that appeal to it could be, yes, it can be its own movie completely. But calling it an Evil Dead sequel or whatever should be ashamed of yourself, whoever made it. Because the fact of the matter is, Evil Dead, the first one with Bruce Campbell, perfect. Evil Dead 2 remake sucks because it's just a remake of Evil Dead. And Evil Dead 3 is not even on the board. And the one that kind of measures up with the first one is the remake that they made in 2019, 2018. But this new one, Evil Dead Rise, no, it's boring. It's very boring. Um, the gross factor, the gross factor is not even on the chart. I mean, there's no wow, yeah, go, Jesus Christ, motherfucker, that is shit. No, there's none of that. Terrifier 2 is better than the new Evil Dead movie when it comes to the gross, when it comes to the gore factor. And when it comes to the being possessed factor, I would rather watch Night of the Demons, 1989. 1989, 1988, something like that. Cause here's the thing. This boy finds the Nebuchadnezzar, what the fuck ever, in this vault. Along with all these papers and shit. In Kruger and coin, gold coin. That's it. But somehow, he has a fucking record, the old-fashioned records of the recording of events that took place back in 1928, something like that. And right off the bat, he starts playing it backwards. And instead of sounding like gibberish, which it does do if you play record backwards, it doesn't do that satanic bullshit like they say that's just a myth. It is that's what it does if you play it, if you roll record backwards. He was rolling it backwards, and it was speaking in motherfucker on the record was speaking in perfectly good English. Yeah. And how the fuck did he have the records of the Nebuchadnezzar, the book that he just recently just found? Because they never established that the records was also in the vault with the book. They never established that. So the viewer, which was me at the time, is led to believe that for some fucked up reason, he had them. And for some fucked up reason, he knew to play him backwards. And then there's one point when the sister is playing it backwards. Now, the brother told the sister about the records. He told her about the records and the book and everything else. But he never he never told her that you have to play the record backwards. He never told her that. She just automatically started doing that with no knowledge that she had to do that in the first place. So as far as that goes, as far as witchcraft goes and stuff, you might um um you might well watch the Blair Witch, not the new one, but the original Blair Witch Project, because yeah the and like I said, as far as being possessed and stuff goes, watch Night of the Demons, 19. Oh, let's just check that real quick. Let's just check that real quick. Oh, okay, here we go. Night of the Demons.
According to Wikipedia, Night of the Demons is an American comedy horror franchise consisting of 4 films.
Comedy? No. The original Night of the Demons.
Here's what I found on the web.
Okay, yeah, I was right. 1988. I know I said 1999, but that's basically the date that's on the package, on the cover, but 1988, Night of Demons. With Angel, with them, all that. Um, where you going? Party just started. Do you have sour balls? Why, yes, ma'am, we do. Too bad for you. Bet you don't give any blowjobs. and believe it or not, yeah, back in the 80s, um, back in the 80s, we had, they were jawbreakers. They were jawbreakers. And they were called sour balls. Sour ball. Because they were sour. But they were sour in a good way. Because they tasted good. Not at first. Not at first. When you first taste them, they start tasting, they taste sour and everything, and you don't want no more to do with them. But the longer you adjust your palate for and whatnot, um, it does start tasting better, and they will call it sour ball, or sour ball, something like that. But they did exist. back in the 80s, and they were big old jawbreakers. Um, um, so yeah, if you want to watch a movie with possession and everything, watch Night of the Demons. Um, if you want, um, if you want to watch a movie, well, if you want to watch a movie about witchcraft and stuff like that, watch The Wicker Man. The Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage. The original Wicker Man is okay, but it sucks. It's boring. I mean, so yeah, but if you want to watch a movie with better gore factor than Evil Dead Rise, watch Terrifier 2. Evil Dead Rises is boring. I know I'm going on and on and on about, but I'm trying to. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I don't want you to misunderstand me because I don't want you to think, well, you just don't like the movie because you're not a fan. You know nothing about horror. Yes, I am a big fan of Bruce Campbell. I'm a big fan of his series, Evil Dead. I'm a big fan of all that. Um, um, but yeah, at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to you. Evil Dead Rises sucks.